everyone! Let me give you some information about people who are born on July 6th leap years or July 7th common years. All information is selectively taken from the catalog of human population. This person is a peculiar windsurfer, a person who is always on top of the fashion and style wave. Being always on the fashion forefront, this lady simply must constantly change her ways following the latest trends, changes in environment and situations. Due to her being unattached to anything permanent, her spinelessness, so to speak, the main everyday task for her is to catch the current fashion trends in everything. She's always trying to somehow capture the today's lifestyle through its external manifestations. How do people dress and do their hair, she asks. Which music do they listen to? Which TV shows do they watch? Which books do they read and where do they go for entertainment? How do they make their money and how do they spend it? What do they think about, in which perspectives, ideological, philosophical, and so on, do they use in their reasoning, and so on. Managing to catch these existing trends, this lady can easily fit into any particular situation. Her greatest affection is the affection for change, to fit in, to change every desire, to be in demand. But the demand alone is not enough. It is also very important for her to become the center figure, the everyday hero. This woman wishes to get maximum attention to her persona, to become famous. So she's constantly attracted by the stage, the foreground, where she will literally shine, blaze, and sparkle like a disco ball, sinking in rose leaves and ovations. To achieve this goal, this person is ready to glorify herself, diligently self-promoting and self-presenting. She does that very well because she naturally knows the best ways to reveal herself as an optical illusion. This lady is a master of special effects used for presenting herself as a bright, radiant, magnificent, and dazzling. Her every activity is made specifically to advertise herself, to get attention, social approval, admiration, roaring applause. Although one could call such behavior ambitious, generally speaking, it is not. Like the rest of her personality, her ambitions are only for the show. In fact, this person does not really seek to achieve any highs, nor to dominate, to establish herself as an individual. A somewhat hysterical person who claims to be unique, she rather wants to serve herself on a plate. She wants to put herself out in a shop window for everybody to see how stylish, fine and sophisticated, how beautiful and smart she is, to be a showstopper, to get the necessary attention. It is more important for her to be seen, not just to be. She's fine with the life of a hologram, of a beautiful casing, which unfortunately hides nothing. The reviewed person suffers from the lack of inner independence. She has no heart to become a leader, an internal leader, not only for others, but firstly for herself. Instead, there is only a constant desire to show herself off. But after entering a certain social situation, she could easily leave the stage. Lack of a core, a frame, guts would not let her stay in the situation for long. And so, completing a certain role, Graphically, she, just like an actress, will have to leave. In the end, her constant strive for fame, distinguished career, honors, but without the necessary resource, makes this lady a primitive party animal who quite commonly tries to be original and intelligent, but in fact is being nothing else but an empty shell. To attract the attention of others, this person also has another quality of a victim, which is revealed only to people close to her. This image shows others, relatives, close friends, etc., an unappreciated genius, suffering persecution and terrible misery due to lack of understanding by others of how deep and offbeat she is. This image dictates her the role of a loser all her life walking the dead-end street. Notably, besides huge amounts of personal experiences she outpours onto specially chosen people, this lady does practically nothing to change her terrible situation. She would rather substitute action with empty dreaming about a mansion in Hawaiian Islands or a dream of a fairy who would show up and solve all her problems. The only action she undertakes is continuous weeping about her fate, at the same time doing nothing to improve the situation, but being satisfied merely with her vivid experiences. She could become a professional beggar, preaching on every corner of her terrible fate and cadging money from those who listen. She regards the necessity to live in poverty calmly and tolerably. But even this would not hinder her dreams about luxurious life, countless treasures that will miraculously turn up in her life. Notably, even if this golden shower was to ever rain on her, she would still remain dissatisfied. This lady is one of those people for whom the pearls and diamonds are too small, the color of her Porsche is off, the oysters are of the wrong size, etc. She's never pleased with what she has. But in this case, this is not because of her greed, but because she views all events completely negative. Everything is always bad, terrible, and catastrophic. Multifaceted nature of this person consists of blanching, shining, and sparkling side shown to the general public, while the other side, always dreary, faint, covered in tears, is only shown to close friends and relatives. For the latter, this lady is a fantastic skunk who manages to feel any interaction with terrible emotional outburst. For complete information about the subtype structure or any other subtype structure, please visit www.catalogofhumanpopulation.org.